Hi class, in this video we'll continue with exercise 9.2. We have done till sum number 12 and I explained the entire thing in the previous video. Now let us look at sum number 13. Find the 20th term of an AP, they ask you T20, okay, whose 7th term is 24 less than the 11th term, which means T11 minus T7 is equal to 24 and the first term being 12. Okay, now first of all, let D be the common difference. With the help of this, we'll try to find the value of D. Now T11 is nothing but A plus 11 minus 1 into D, isn't it? Similarly, T7 is A plus n minus 1 D, and that is equal to 24. They've already given to us, which means when you open the bracket, this is 12 plus 10D minus 12 minus 6D is equal to 24, which means 4D equals to 24, which means D equals to 6. We got D as 6. Now 20th term, T20 will be A plus 20 minus 1 into D, isn't it? A is what? A is 12 plus this is 19 into 6 is 12 plus this is 114. That's how much? 126. Done. Now look at sum number 15. If the 7th term of an AP is 1 by 9, so T7 is given as 1 by 9. And its 9th term is 1 by 7. So T9 is given as 1 by 7. Find its 63rd term, which means they are asking for this. Now T7 is given. T7 will be what? A plus 7 minus 1D is equal to 1 by 9. If A is your first term and D is the common difference, similarly T9 will be A plus 9 minus 1D, that will be equal to 1 by 7, which means if I solve it, A plus 6D equals to 1 by 9 and A plus 8D is equal to 1 by 7. Simply subtract it. This is simultaneous equation. This goes away. Minus 2D equals to 1 by 9 minus 1 by 7. That's 63, that's 7 minus 9, which is minus 2D equals to minus 2 by 63, which means D is 1 by 63. We got D as 1 by 63. Put in any of the equation, either this or this, and get the value of A. See, I'll put D over here. So A plus 6D equals to 1 by 9. Which means A plus 6 multiplied by 1 by 63 equals to 1 by 9. That's twice 21, sorry. That's 21. So this is A equals to 1 by 9 minus 2 by 21. This again LCM will be 63. 9 7 times and 21 3 times, so 3 2 is 6. That's 1 by 63. So your A is coming as 1 by 63 and your D is also coming as 1 by 63. Now find T63. T63 will be A plus 63 minus 1 into D. A plus n minus 1 into D. So this is 1 by 63 plus 62 into 1 by 63. You take LCM 63, so that's 1 plus 62, that's 63 by 63. So your term, 63rd term is 1. Clear? Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at this sum, number 16. Very easy. The sum of 5th and 7th term of an AP is 52. So they have given T5 plus T7 is 52 and the 10th term is 46. So T10 is 46. Find the AP. I've taken a as the first term and d as a common difference. Now t5 will be a plus 5 minus 1d. Similarly, t7 will be a plus 7 minus 1d, and that is equal to 52. So this is a plus 4d plus a plus 6d equals to 52. Just 2a plus 10d is equal to 52. Which means 2 take it common, a plus 5d is 26. Done. We got this as the first equation. Now T10 will be a plus 10 minus 1d is equal to 46, which is a plus 9d is equal to 46, which means this is your second equation. Now solve these two. Look carefully. A plus 5d equals to 26 and a plus 9d equals to 46. I'll just subtract these two. So minus 4d equals to minus 20, d equals to 5. Once d is 5, I'll get a from here. See, a plus 5 into 5 equals to 26. I've substituted the value of d over here in 1. So a will be 26 minus 25, that's 1. So you got your first term as 1 and the common difference is 5. So your AP will be 1. 1 plus 5, 6. 6 plus 5, 11. 16 and so on. Done. This is your answer. Now look at number 17. If 8th term of an AP is 0, prove that its 38th term is triple of its 18th term. Very easy. Look over here. Your 8th term of an AP is 0. So T8 is 0. So I can write a plus 8 minus 1d is equal to 0, which means a plus 7d is equal to 0, which means a equals to minus 7d. I got a relation between a and d. Okay. Now look, I'll find 38th term. T38 will be a plus 38 minus 1d. Instead of a, I can write minus 7d plus this is 37d. That's 30d. Similarly, I'll find T18. T18 is a plus 18 minus 1d. That is equal to a is how much? Minus 7d plus 17d. So that's 10d. Okay. Now if you compare these two, T38 by T18, you're getting 30d by 10d, which means T38 is nothing but thrice of T18. Proved. Done. Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at sum number 18. Which term of the AP 3, 10, 17 will be 84 more than its 13th term? Now look at this AP. Your first term is 3 and the common difference is 10 minus 3. That's 7. So the 13th term will be a plus 13 minus 1 into d. That's 3 plus 12 into 7. 12 into 7. That's 3 plus 84. That's 87. Now they're told which term is 84 more than this. Let the term be Tnth. So Tn will be what? 84 plus 87. The Tn I can write a plus n minus 1 d equals to, this is how much? This is 171. Now solve this. A we know, a is 3 and the common difference is 7. So this is n minus 1 into 7 equals to 171, which is 3 plus 7n minus 7 equals to 171, which means if you solve this, 7n equals to 171 and minus 4 this goes over there, plus 4, so 7n equals to 175. So n equals to 175 by 7, 7 2s are 14, 7 5s are. So your 25th term will be 84 more than its 13th term, 25th term. Am I clear? Now look at sum number 19. If the nth term of two APs, there are two APs, 9, 7, 5 and 24, 11, 24, 21, 18 are same, find the value of n, also find that term. Very easy. See, the first series is 9, 7, 5, dot, dot, dot. Over here A is 9 and the common difference is 7 minus 9, that's minus 2. The second AP, 24, 21, 18, dot, dot, dot. Over here A is 24 and your D is 21 minus 24, that's minus 3. Now the nth term are equal, so Tn will be A plus n minus 1 into D, which is 9 minus 2n plus 2, which is 11 minus 2n. Nth term of this we'll find now. Tn is A plus n minus 1 into D, so that's 24 minus 3n plus 3. Am I clear? That's 27 minus 3n. Now according to the problem, these two will be equal. So can I write 11 minus 2n equals to 27 minus 3n, which means n equals to 27 minus 11. So n is 16. So the 16th term will have equal values in both the APs. So your term is 16th term. And just find T16 in any of the APs. Answer you may say A, suppose I am finding for this AP, A plus n minus 1 into D. D is what? Minus 2. So this is 9 plus this is 15 into minus 2. That's 9 minus 30. That's minus 21. So in both the cases, the 16th term will be minus 21. Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at this sum, very interesting. 20 part 1. How many two-digit numbers are divisible by 3? We know the first two-digit number divisible by 3 is 12, then 15. And the last two-digit number divisible by 3, the highest two-digit number is 99, and that is divisible by 3. So 99. So you got your first term as 12, your difference as 3, and you got your last term as 99. So how many terms are there? They are asking that only. How many numbers are there? Okay. Your last term is nothing but A plus n minus 1D. Substitute the value. So 99 equals to 12 plus n minus 1 multiplied by 3. So that's 99 equals to 12 plus 3n minus 3. 99 equals to, this is 9 plus 3n, which means 90 equals to 3n, which means n equals to 30. Am I clear? So there will be 30 two-digit number which is actually divisible by 3. Okay. Now look, this is more interesting. 20 part 3. How many numbers lying between 10 and 300, which when divided by 4 leaves a remainder 3? See, after 10, I think if you divide 11 by 4, 4 2s are 8, 3 is the remainder. So next number will be 15. Am I clear or not? Similarly, before 300, what is the number which when divided by 4 gives a remainder 3? Let us divide. 300 is completely divisible, we know. Let us see 299 before this. So 4 6 4 7s are 28. 4 4, yeah, this one. See, 299. it divides, leaving a remainder 3. So you got your first term, you got your last term. Same logic. Look over here. 299 equals to a plus n minus 1, and d is 4. Look over here. D is 15 minus 11, that's 4, isn't it? So that's 299 equals to 11 plus 4n minus 4. So 299 equals to 11 minus 4 is 7 plus 4n, which means 4n equals to 299 minus 7. 4n equals to 292, or n equals to 73. So there will be 73 numbers between 10 and 300, which when divided by 4 leaves the remainder 3. Now let us look at the next sum. Now look at sum number 21, very interesting. If the numbers n minus 2, 4n minus 1 and 5n plus 2 are in AP, find n. We have done it earlier when I was explaining. If A, B, C are in AP, then B minus A equals to C minus B, or simple. The difference of these two and the difference of these two have to be same if they are in AP, which means can I write 4n minus 1 minus n minus 2. The difference of these two will be equal to the difference of these two, which is 5n plus 2 minus, I can write this. Okay, and I told you earlier, if A, B, C are in AP, remember 2b equals to a plus c. We could have used that also. Okay, now just solve it. This is 4n minus 1 minus n plus 2 equals to 5n plus 2 minus 4n plus 1. So that's 3n plus 1 is equal to n plus 3. So that's 2n equals to 2, which implies n equals to 1. Done. So you got the value of n as 1. They asked for n only. Now look at sum number 22. It says the sum of 3 numbers in AP is 3 and the product is minus 35. Find the numbers. Whenever we have sum of 3 numbers is given and they are in AP, we know let the numbers be A minus D. We have discussed earlier A and A plus D. How does it help us? See, when the sum is given, so when you add this, you'll get 3. How does it help? This dt cancels out. 3a is 3, so a is 1. Done. Now, the product is minus 36, so a minus 35, sorry. This is a and this is a plus d. That will be minus 35. Put the value. 1 minus d. 1 plus d is equal to minus 35. Now a minus b, a plus b is a square minus b square is minus 35, which means d square will be 36, which means d will be plus minus 6. So we'll have 2 set of answers. So put a as 1, I'll take when d is plus 6. The numbers are 1 minus 6, 1 plus 6, that's minus 5, 1, and that's 7. Okay, second case, when d is minus 6, so 1 minus of minus 6 plus 6, so that's 7, 1 and minus 5. It remains the same. Okay, done. Now let us see the next sum. Now let us look at this sum number 23, very interesting. The sum of 3 numbers in AP is 30. We know, let the numbers be a minus d, a and a plus d. Then they have given that when you add all these, you get 30, which means 3a equals to 30, which means a equals to 10. Okay, we got a. And the ratio of the first number to the third number, which means a minus d by a plus d. This is given as 3 by 7. The first number is this, your third number is this. Put the value of a over here. Okay, so 10 minus d by 10 plus d equals to 3 by 7, isn't it? So you cross multiply, so this is 30 plus 3d equals to 70 minus 70, which is 10d equals to 40, which means d equals to 4. Am I clear? So you got D as 4 and A as 10. So your numbers are 10 minus 4, that's 6. 10 and 10 plus 4, that's 14. Clear? Now look at the last sum for this exercise, sum number 24. The sum of the first 3 terms of an AP is 33. If the product of the first and third term exceed the second term by 29, find the AP. Very simple. Now again, let the numbers be A minus D, A and A plus D. They are told the sum of the first 3 term is 33. So I can write A minus D plus A plus D is equal to 33, isn't it? Which means 3A equals to 33, which means A equals to 11. Done. We got A as 11, the second term. Now see, if the product of the first term and third term, exceeds the second term by 29. This is the equation. Okay, put the value of A over here and we'll solve it. So this is 11 minus D, 11 plus D minus 11 equals to 29. So that's 11 square minus D square equals to 29 plus 11. 29 plus 11 is 40. Am I clear? Which means this is 121 minus 40 equals to D square, which means 81 equals to D square, which means D equals to plus minus 9. So we got D as plus minus 9 and A as 11. So look at case 1. Case 1, when I'll take D as plus 9, I'll put it over here. 11 minus of plus 9, 11 and 11 plus 9, that's 2, 11 and 20. And case 2, I'll take D as minus 9, isn't it? So what is my situation? A minus, which is, I'll just put the values. 11 minus 9, 11 and 11 minus 9, that's 20, 11 and 2 remains the same. Clear? So keep it till here for this chapter. In the next video, we'll look at how to find the sum of n terms of an AP. Okay? Till then, take care.